The phrase "over and over again" is a common English expression used to describe something that happens repeatedly or many times. It emphasizes the idea of continuous repetition, often suggesting that an action, event, or experience occurs more frequently than expected. People use this phrase in both casual conversation and written communication to highlight persistence, habit, frustration, or emphasis. Because repetition is a universal part of human experience, the phrase is widely understood and used across different contexts. At its core, "over and over again" simply means doing the same thing repeatedly. For example, a teacher might explain a concept several times until students understand it, saying the explanation must be given over and over again. Similarly, someone practicing a skill such as playing the piano, learning a language, or training in sports may repeat the same exercise many times to improve performance. In these situations, repetition is associated with learning, discipline, and mastery. The phrase is often used to describe situations where repetition leads to improvement. Many forms of learning depend on repeated exposure and practice. Children learn to speak by hearing words over and over again from parents and caregivers. Athletes practice movements repeatedly to build muscle memory. In education and skill development, repeating actions or reviewing information helps strengthen understanding and long-term memory. In this sense, "over and over again" reflects the natural process of growth through repetition. However, repetition can also carry a negative tone, depending on the situation. When something unpleasant happens repeatedly, the phrase may express frustration or exhaustion. For example, someone might say they have told a colleague the same instructions over and over again, without seeing improvement. In such cases, the phrase highlights irritation and suggests that the repeated action feels unnecessary or tiring. In literature and storytelling, repetition can serve as a powerful narrative device. Authors sometimes repeat certain ideas, themes, or events to emphasize important messages. The phrase "over and over again" may be used to describe recurring memories, repeated mistakes, or patterns in a character's life. This repetition can help illustrate how people struggle with habits, learn lessons slowly, or confront the same challenges throughout their lives. The phrase also appears frequently in music, poetry, and everyday speech because of its rhythmic and expressive quality. Song lyrics often repeat words or phrases to create emotional impact and memorability. Saying something over and over again can suggest strong feelings such as love, regret, determination, or longing. The repetition of the phrase itself mirrors the idea it describes, reinforcing its meaning through sound and rhythm. In conclusion, the expression "over and over again" refers to the repeated occurrence of an action, event, or idea. It can describe positive repetition that supports learning and improvement, or negative repetition that causes frustration and fatigue. Whether used in education, storytelling, music, or daily conversation, the phrase captures an important aspect of human experience: the persistence of actions and patterns that shape how people learn, remember, and live their lives.